Hi, want some tips of how to choose and plan your family holiday with kids? Well, today's video covers just that. So do stay tuned. Hi, my name is Becky of Miss B Group Travel, and if you are new to this channel, please do consider subscribing. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you and welcome back. On this channel, we talk all things travel related, tips, advice, and we welcome your comments, feedback, and your ideas as well in the comments section below. Today's video is a fun video for me because this is something we do with my family, and it's choosing our next year's holiday or next year's destination. So here's my top tips of how we do it. Number one, we do this with the kids. So we set a budget and we always say to them why we're setting our budget for this year, because remember, every family has different dynamics. So this year might be a good year for us, or next year we may not be able to travel as much as the previous year. So every year we set a budget and we discuss whether it's lower or higher. My kids are under 10, so they still may not understand the full dynamics of money, so we just say to them it's lower than last year or this or higher than this year. If your budget is 3,000, for example, for the family holiday of 4 for a year, then that just means it's about £250 a month that you are spending or contributing towards your holiday. Number two, plan this 12 months in advance. We do this because then it gives you time to choose a holiday that is at a cheaper rate, because when you do book in advance, then you get the best rates possible. Additionally, if you're just booking a flight and hotel separately and you're not doing a package, with flight, you can only book them 12 months in advance anyway. Well, at least in the UK, you can book them 12 months in advance. So it saves you having to pay those last minute premium prices by, choosing to start planning months in advance. Number three, if you're a parent like myself, or even if you're a grandparent and you want to go away with the kids, download your school's term calendar for the year. I say this because this allows you to blot out the days that you are not going to be able to travel, the days that the kids are in school, map out their summer, short breaks, whatever breaks that are available in the school calendar. Also, schools here in the UK have something called an inset day or a teacher training day. For my son's school, they normally have them either the Friday or the Monday preceding or after a holiday. So that straight away gives you an extra 3 or 4 days when you look at it, because if they finish school on a Thursday and they go back to and the inset day is a Friday and their holiday actually starts from Friday, you can book something that leaves either the Thursday evening or Friday morning, and then you've got the whole week, that thereby added an added day. Very important for you to know the dates that are available for you to travel. Right. Additionally, this also helps you to book with your employer, or if you've got set days that you're unable to travel because of certain situations, then these get cancelled out straight away. Right. Now, this is the interesting part. We get to choose and vote where we go for our next holiday. Now the kids know that we've decided this year our budget is going to be 3,000, for example, and we say to them, from this we can do 2 holidays. Well, not 2 holidays, we have 1 holiday and we have 1 short break. In our house, a holiday means that it's 10 days to 2 weeks, and a short break is a holiday that is maybe 5 days or less. Normally, the holidays are a long haul flight, which might be 7 to 8 hours or more, and a short break is 4 hours or less flight. So the kids know they can do 1 long and 1 short, and the other one can be in Europe and the other one can be worldwide. So what we do is we have our lovely little globe here, because before we used to ask them where they want to go, and it was always the same. We ended up in Dubai, and Portaventura numerous times. So this year we've taken those options out. But what we've done is a bit of geography, and it was a fun event, and got them to choose anything from around the world. So we just, looked at the globe, and then they started to think about ideas or places that they've seen online about where we can go. So once we've done that with them, once we've chosen those options with them, we actually ended up looking and saying, okay, so we can do a long haul and then we can do a short haul. And then if we had a tie with one of the places that we wanted to go, because the other two didn't want to go and we wanted to go, so what we ended up doing is actually choosing a vote. And the voting system worked out that you had to present 3 things from that holiday or from that destination that would encourage other people to want to go. So we had a little bit of a research, so we had our phones and everything. This process took about an hour and a half just to plan some of these things, and they would write down why we think we should go here, because of this. Does it save the family money? Do you think we can do this? Do you think you can spend the day on the beach? So all of that voting system was absolutely fine, and the kids absolutely loved it. Now, number 6, once you have the destination that you want in place, now you need to look at that country's calendar to see what events they have going on. You don't want to travel to a country that had, at a peak time as well, because of religious events or a national event, something like you've got Ramadan, maybe there's reduction of certain things available, or you've got Thanksgiving. Everybody, for that time or short period is going to be with their family and friends. So then we do that. Then we look at and say, okay, so this is our calendar. We've got our dates already of when we can travel. We've got our budget. Now we've got our country. Let's see what's happening in that country so that we don't choose the days that clash with what's going on with them. Okay, and then number 7, we watch videos, or we go through magazines, travel magazines, and go through different websites. Again, like I said, this is a fun event, so it's not too intricate, and the kids just get to choose, or whether we want to go a bit scuba diving, or whether they want to go bike riding or quad biking. We're not at this stage, we're not going very intense into it. We're just compiling a list. So this list is just going to help us in making the budgeting and how much the trip is going to cost us, what we can take off, what we can what inclusive hotels we can get with these things. So it's very important to make a list. And in that engagement with the kids, you get to understand what your kids want as well, and other things that maybe yourself as a parent think, oh, this would be good for them. But, the kids sort of evolve a bit more than we do, and maybe they have passed that stage in their life. So talk about the activities that they would undertake when they're there. And then number 8, start to look at flights, hotels, flights, hotels, places of interest to do with the country that you intend on visiting. I would register, and if you do follow me on other social media platforms, I have mentioned before that I'm registered with pretty much all the airlines that fly out of Europe and all over, and I have either got a membership card with them, and I'm also registered to a lot of hotels because I have a special email for that, and I see the offers, and you start to pick up a trend. Also, ideally, if you know your national carriers' holiday days and your national carriers' annual sale, for example, British Airways, every end of September they have a sale. After Christmas they have a January sale. So you can pick up some bargains in those sales, right, by also being on a notification list, because if you're a member of them, then you get to know about these sales so you don't forget. So once I've done that and I look at the destination that we're going, which would be the best airline, and as well, which would be the best airline that I can still collect my points on, because they help me further down the line when I have points that I can offset against the value of the trip. Okay, so I would say to you, if you haven't already, register with your major airlines. They're programs and club, most of them are free anyway. And certain brands of hotels, they might be a group of hotels. That way you can also stay in a lovely place or stay in a theme hotel, and also earn some points. It's okay if you don't want to stay in a themed hotel, in a chain of hotels, but independent hotels as well do have their own email lists, and they do have their own memberships. So investigate where you want to go, find out what hotels you'd like to stay in, email them or message them and ask them, you're a family of 4, these are your dates that you're thinking of coming, what is the best special offer that you can pay if you are paying them directly. Again, number 9, do the same with the list of activities that you will have compiled with your family of what you want to do. Contact them, and find out what, if there's any benefits to you paying directly when you arrive as opposed to prior to your travel. We did this with my husband in Athens. We went Segway riding. The price that was online, the price that we could buy from independent independent providers. When we contacted them, they said, well, because of the finance issue, they would rather have euros in hand, because they pay a lot of extras. It was a small company. They pay a lot of extras when things are booked online or when they're booked through big tour operators. But if you come into the shop and you pay in euros, your cash, we will still do the same trip for you. We'll still do everything the same for you, but it's going to be half price. So we saved ourselves, I think, about 45 euros at that stage, just to have some sessions of Segway riding and seeing the beautiful town of Athens. This is again the same with the Atlantis Palm. I am an Atlantis Palm member, and we have stayed over 3 times at a very better, I would say a better price than what most people have paid. And simply by being on their email list, I was able to see which days that they had as low season. And when we did go, I made sure that we accounted for all the activities that we wanted to do, that we could do at the Palm. And then 5 days later, we moved to a cheaper hotel because our budget had not stretched us for staying there for the full 10 days. Okay, now again, number 10, last one, is just book it and start your holiday countdown calendar. The countdown calendar is so much fun for you and the kids to do as well. You can have it digitally, or you can have it just on a wall in your house. I find it helps so much with my kids because I keep it at the back of the cupboard and also the back of their bedroom door, so they can cross it out, and we say, we will need money for this, or we will need to pay for the parking. And so when I say to them, don't forget to switch off your light because we'll save energy, that's where we'll have more money for the holiday, they have it visually in their mind. I hope my top tips of planning a family holiday with your family can be useful to you. We are going to be uploading some templates on our website, which is www.missbgrouptravel.com, and those will be helping you how to plan your budget. And these are downloadable Excel templates. They will be going out live on the 1st of September, and a few other templates that are on there. Well, thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, we do welcome your comments, and also we would like you to share our channel so that we can do more and provide more shared tips.